this is Sally Hendrick, and we're starting up the Who's Riding Shotgun show. Woo! I'm going to play a little bit of some music here to get us going. Wait, that was the wrong one. Here it goes. Woo! All right. So this is the Who's Riding Shotgun show. I hope you could hear that. Sometimes it kind of drowns out. But I'm Sally Hendrick. I am silly, just kind of a kid at heart sometimes. And I'm a strategy and tech coach. And when Blab came out, I had just gotten back from vacation. And I had been thinking about how I was going to use Periscope before I left. And then I was like, oh, forget that. I'm going to be on Blab now. I'll figure out Periscope later. So I started this show within just a couple of days, and I decided that inviting people like you onto the show would be a much better format than me just talking by myself, because that to me is not very fun. Mm-hmm. So I want to say, everybody, I want to announce all of you in the room, and I want you to make sure, I think you've all loaded your internet information off to the side. I've got Summer DeCoste here. It's DeCoste, right? Yep. And she's in an IHOP right now, so she's muting herself.
Hi.
Yeah.
I have my waffles ready.
Oh, great. Perfect timing.
I know they just brought my breakfast while we're talking, so I won't eat, but unless I can share.
You can slide off to the side if you want and eat. And then we have Taylor Manning. We'll come back to you, Summer, if you want to eat first.
Okay. No, go ahead.
We have Taylor Manning on, diagonally from me. Is that pointing in the right direction? I can't tell.
Wait. I think.
Taylor wave. And we also have Gracie Ruth. And what's funny is that I met Summer in the Tag Tribes group, which I want to put over here. Yay, Tag Tribes.
Yes, tagtribes.media.
Yay.
It's a great.
Yeah, it is a good group.
Is that in Facebook?
Yeah.
It's on Facebook, and if you go to tagtribes.media, you can join. They have a newsletter that goes out every Saturday from Mark Shaw. And if you're not following Mark Shaw, follow Mark Shaw. But that's how Sally and I met each other. It's a great group, a great support group for people who are periscoping, and they also have tips on Blab. So it's
okay.
Just have to ask to join on Facebook.
I'll write it down.
If you could type it in the side, Summer, if you would type the website for us to sign up for, that would be great. And then Taylor, how did I meet you?
Was it Freedom Hackers group?
It may have been.
I think that's where it was.
Yeah, I think
definitely a Facebook group, but I believe that's the one.
Yeah, I just did a random call out a few weeks ago to get more people on this show, and I filled up for the rest of the year. So
good.
I'm not doing any more call outs right now because I just can't handle all that right now. But Gracie, I know we met in Be True Brand You, which is Kimber Luna's paid members group, and you've been taking her courses all year with me. Mm-hmm. How's that been going?
Oh, good. The best investment I've ever made.
Yes, I agree. I have loved it very much, and I cannot wait to have just as robust of a program. I'm really close, but we're working on it.
Yeah.
So anyway, Gracie, why don't you go first? I know you the best.
So thank you.
Yes. And tell us what you do and tell us about your design work.
Hi, everybody. My name is Gracie Ruth, visual and social media content strategist. And I help entrepreneurs create eye candy visuals that connect and set you apart in the sea of social media. Mm-hmm. My program is to help people design their brand from even if you're brand new, you don't know. I teach you how to create your brand board, your colors, how to select your colors, and then once you have that, to figure out how to brand your images so that people get to know you, the real. That's why the program, the Be True Brand You, is to show you who you really are, and that's what you want to show in your visuals. This is you. It's not some fake person. It's not some copycat.
Right. You're really bringing out your own personality, because a lot of people look at this online business world and they think, oh, this looks so glamorous and easy to work from home and be online. And they have no clue the amount of work that we do behind the scenes to get our businesses going and up and running, and then to network with people and to sell programs and to package things. It's very, very difficult. And if you are not working on something that you are truly passionate about, that comes from your heart, how are you going to survive all of those hurdles and obstacles?
No.
So I find that it's very important.
There are ups and downs. Like, did you see that in the Be True Brand You? There's a guy that created a video, that 21 shades of entrepreneur emotions. And we go through emotions. We go through like, yeah, we got it. Oh, I have to do this other thing. Yeah, the shiny stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I'll have a day where I'm like so excited and I can't wait to work something out, and then I'll be in tears by the evening.
Yeah, same here.
Yes, exactly. So now,
wait. You said tears? You have tears?
Yeah, I have tears. They come from here.
I was like, wait, tears? And I understand the tears part too. So just chiming in.
Gracie, you on Instagram, you're really good about Instagram pictures, right? Yeah. Isn't that something that you're that you talk about a lot in your programs? Or?
Yes, I talk a lot about how to connect with images in your Instagram, because I've seen a lot of people just posting and they don't get likes or reactions or anything or comments. So visuals, the visuals in the images on your Instagram, it's like a photo album, but photo album of your business, photo album of who you are, what your product, service or product. So that's one of my best social media.
Something you teach people?
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you get people in to your into your world, if you will, so that they know what you're about?
I have a free program to start with. It's on my website. It's my opt-in on my website is gracieruth.com. It's on the left side of my website. And I also do webinars where I teach, little workshops where I teach them how to create images, how to put your little personal flavor to it. And I have a private group. It's called the Dazzler Society in Facebook. So, I get people involved and invite them to join my group. And
what is the Dazzler Society, Gracie?
Dazzler Society is my private Facebook group.
Oh,
okay. And what do you hope to attract in that group? What kind of people are in that group?
People who want to learn how to create images for their social media, and not just plain images, images that will go into your Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah.
And all of the social media.
What programs do you like to use to create the graphics?
I use Photoshop.
Right.
I teach people on how to use Canva, PicMonkey, share as an image. And there's a new one called Pablo by Buffer.
What's it called?
Pablo.
Pablo?
Pablo, yes.
Is it Pablo.com or Pablo?
It's Pablo by Buffer. It's part of Buffer. And you just create your images. Just create your images. And, it comes with, it has a collection of images and it has a collection of quotes. So you just select the quote that best matches your, your brand, your mood, your today's inspiration.
Okay.
And
Now,
you can set it up for Twitter, and it shapes in the Twitter size.
right.
Instagram in the Instagram size.
I like the way she says Twitter better than Twitter. Tweet.
Right.
So tweet her if you need.
That's right. If you need help with your social media graphics, which is a big thing, because you know how frustrating it is when you first get started and you go try to use a Facebook cover that you created to put on your YouTube channel.
Yeah. Doesn't work.
No, and you get frustrated and you don't know what to do. And then you're like, well, where are the dimensions? And you go find the dimensions, and then you go back to the program you were using, and it's almost like you have to start over.
Right.
Do you ever use Photo Bucket? Excuse me, Photo Bucket, or am I behind the times in that?
I haven't. I don't even know what that is.
No, I don't use Photo Bucket. No.
What is it? What is it?
It's another program. Actually, I use a lot of my own images to create where you can put text and type over your own images, or they have some images there that you can use. But when you were talking about manipulating the size, that's exactly what I thought I was. I'm the worst at that. I don't do YouTube, but I understand. I use Photo Bucket most, so I'm interested about Pablo. I'm going to check it.
Yeah, Pablo's really cool.
Now,
and I also use applications on my phone. When I'm out and about, this is how I do it. I use Swag.
I wanted to tell you that this is something that I have a free video on my YouTube that I show people how to create, actually it's not on my YouTube. I think it's a free course in my membership site. I teach people how to create a background that you're going to use all the time. It's a branded background, like your texture on the wallpaper, and then you have your logo or whatever in the corner. And then whatever text message you're putting on it is something that you can change out. And so I encourage people to save that basic background to hold on their computer anytime they're ready to do a new graphic. But I also sent that same graphic to my phone, and I saved it on my phone. And so I can pull it up in PhotoGrid and then put text over it in PhotoGrid and make my graphics on the go. If I need to get something out there, it's like, oh, I forgot to tell people to check for this today. I need to do a quick graphic, and I am literally at school or a restaurant or somewhere, and I can do it really quickly.
Yeah. I use WordSwag, and it has also my logo saved up here, and I use Rhonda Designs, and I can just add my logo.
Can you type those in the side? WordSwag. I use PhotoGrid, and I'm going to put PhotoGrid app. I also like to use Pick Play Post, because you can do video with it. Have you ever used Pick Play Post?
No.
Okay, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to try. It looks, similar to a lot of programs.
Okay.
You pull in images into the various boxes, but you can also pull a video into one of them that you pre-record.
Oh, cool.
And so you could tell somebody something in one corner while other things are going on, just a picture of whatever around you. So you could set up, whatever you're wanting to say off to the side, and then have a video in the corner.
What is that one called?
It's called Pick Play Post. I typed it over on the side.
Okay.
Hold on, let me find it. Let me go.
Pick Play Post. Okay.
I don't know if you can see it.
I see Play Post.
Okay.
It's the one in the middle. It's hard to see. I use PhotoGrid, Pick Play Post, Insta-Tiling. Do you use Insta-Tiling?
Yes.
Okay. Insta-Tiling is really cool because you could do a long image and break it up into 3 different pieces, load all 3 photos on your Instagram, and then it makes a banner picture of 3 photos across.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, it looks good. When you want to try to clean up your your feed.
Mhm.
It looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Well, Gracie, do you want to mention anything else that you've got going on before I move over to?
Join my Dazzler Society on Facebook, Dazzler Society, and my free program, gracieruth.com. And I have a new program coming up, and it's coming up in November, in the mid-November. So I don't have a title name yet, but it's coming up soon.
Well, we'll work on that, right?
Thank you.
I'm sure you've got a lot of people you can ask.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. All right, who wants to go next? Raise your hand.
Taylor does.
Do what?
Taylor.
Okay, Taylor, go. Summer, you need to eat that food because otherwise I'm going to go in there and eat it for you.
I'm going to go like that and grab it.
Yeah. All right. So before we move on, I wanted to say hello to Peter in the audience. I said hello a minute ago, but I didn't actually, say it on the screen. And then we already said hello to Rick, and then I can't tell who else is in the room. So thank you for being here. And if you've got any questions, make sure you do a /Q in the question box or in the chat box over here, and one of us will try to get to it. I can't do the chat box, so if somebody else can kind of do that.
I'm trying to pay attention to that.
All right. So Taylor, what's up? Tell us about you.
I'm Taylor, and I do online marketing and design for primarily women entrepreneurs. Kind of the couple tiers that I have for my services is there's the women who are all around. They seem to be coaches of some sort. So whether that's a business coach, life coach, fitness coach, spiritual, they're teachers, coaches, whatever you want to call them. And one side of the business is ones who are already established locally, maybe slightly online, but I help them really get that online presence across the board. So from website and landing pages to all of their social profiles. And then the other side of my business is helping them with the strategy, creating a plan, and helping them implement everything. So as far as design goes and all of that, I design websites, landing pages. I help them with social media images as well. Pretty much everything as far as online presence goes. So I help them get that all set up.
That's cool.
I have a question. When you say landing pages, is that using lead pages or your own design?
Right. Usually it's either lead pages if that's something they already have or something they know they want to use. But since I already do web design, which I work in WordPress, I can do landing pages in WordPress too.
Oh, cool.
Which is where I do my own. But if they know that they want to use lead pages for the long term and they already have it, then I'll work with that. But if they don't and it's not an investment they want to make, I'll just do WordPress.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Now, I've got a question about that because I use lead pages, which they're having a huge sale, by the way. And it's, they're going up on their prices after midnight tonight. And so I did a big call out in my email list and my groups today to get people to sign up for lead pages with my affiliate account. And some people are like, oh, don't tell people that. And I'm like, well, I am telling people that because I'm offering them a free course on how to use it and how to create like 7 different pages. So you better believe I'm going to mention
why?
that. Huh? Do what?
I said, so why not tell them about that? Especially.
I know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, might as well do it. So anyway, I know that you can download the template and use it on your site. Do you do that ever where you just go and you like pick a lead page template, download it, and then just use it on the WordPress site so that you don't have to start from scratch?
Right. I don't do that, but it's probably a really good idea if you do your own design. I use the theme Divi, which really is works as it's really great. It makes basically anything, any type of format, and that's why I like it versus lead pages, because when you're in lead pages, sometimes you get stuck. You're like, oh, I just wish I could put this one thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is perfect, but so that's what frustrates me with them. But
Divi theme.
Yeah, Divi. That's what I use for
Let
WordPress
me write it down.
99% of the time.
Now, you use a plugin, right? Or it's a theme. They also have a plugin for pages.
Right. It's I use the theme, but they did come out with the plugin, and all of that's through Elegant Themes.
Right. And I think the plugin, you can put it on any theme and just use it as different pages on your site. That's pretty cool.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that way you don't have to change the theme you've already got and mess with all of that. But then you know, not that my theme is anything special anymore, because to be honest with you, my home page is now a lead page because I needed other things on it, and I'm not a word page person. I literally piece together what I can figure out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Until I get to that point, because I've got so much going on. But so where are you getting your clients at the moment, Taylor?
Well, when I started out a few years ago, I was just doing freelance work, and I was using all those freelance sites. But in the past about 6 months, pretty much all, maybe 80-90% of my clients are all from Facebook groups.
Wow. Isn't that so cool? It's just so different than it used to be. Life is changing.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I know it's at first when I was seeing the Facebook groups, I'm like, oh man, what a waste of time. And then I got sucked in, and then it actually worked out to my benefit. So, and now I love them.
Don't you think that right now, it seems like the more personal interaction you have with it's like Sally, I'm so glad to meet you and be here. And that's the way it is all the time for me anyway, Taylor. I'm sorry, I'm chiming in on your time.
No
but doesn't it seem like more and more our work comes from our personal interaction? You know, comes from just being engaged with people,
being social,
meeting people. It's a different way to network.
Yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like that local meeting that you may go to where you meet people and you see them over and over again. It could, you know, it's the not so boring chamber of commerce.
Yeah.
Meeting.
That's true. I agree.
And you can leave the meeting when you want to.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't respond to that message because my child just fell off of the table and whatever.
My phone rang and I needed to answer the phone. Yes. I was eating breakfast and sorry.
That's fine. I think I'm going to go get chicken and waffles after this. I'm always very influenced by what food people talk about when it's during my show because, I always forget to eat. So anyway, Taylor, what do you think your best quality is in what you're doing with your websites? Because I really like the colors and things on your site. I'm a very colorful person.
Yeah. Well, I recently niched down to working with women because I realized that as a woman, I just connected with them so much better as far as design and even just like writing content, helping them with strategy. So I think that being niched down to that area and being able to showcase my own site as an example for everybody that I want to work with has really helped me because I know that if they want something that's not saying it needs to look exactly like mine, but if they don't like my website, if they hate that style, they're probably not a good fit for me anyway. So I think that niching down and just focusing on that specific area has really helped if that counts as a quality.
Well, it makes a lot of sense though, because if you don't niche yourself as a solo artist, then it's very difficult to cast a net out in the middle of the ocean and catch anything. It's way better to like go find where everybody is congregating because they like each other and they're obviously in a group together for a reason. And so when then you're fishing in a barrel, and it's a way easier to catch clients that way, to pull them into your world. So kudos to you for niching down because I think it's very, very important. There are enough people in the world on social media, believe it or not, that have very specific needs and wants and personalities that you can find. It's amazing how we all, how I kind of make it like, relate it to like, I grew up in a really, really small town, and I had my group and all, but there were some people, that didn't necessarily fit in with anybody, or they felt like they didn't fit in with anybody. And it wasn't until they went to college, or they moved off, or they, became, they moved somewhere and became some sort of certain, went into some career, and they finally found out where they actually belong and feel good about themselves. And it's almost like, that's what the internet has brought to us, is it brings everybody the opportunity to live in that big city, to live in New York City, if you will, which is what I think of as like the perfect place to go find anybody,
Right.
anybody of any kind. So thank you. That was awesome. I want to say hello again. Let's see who's up here. We got Gio just came in. Hey, I've seen him before. And Peter's still here. Thank you for coming in. And Summer, are you ready to share your chicken and waffles with us now?
Well, of course. And what's funny about me eating chicken and waffles is that I am a little bit unlike, not a little bit, but a lot unlike the three of you. I am the most non-tech person. However, my age is going to show here. When I was in college, we did not have computers. And my degree was in design. And then life happened, and I sort of fell out of that design. I got into catering, and which I think is kind of related anyway. I do a lot of a lot of men that are of my age, probably learn by doing more than they learned when they were in school. And I learned from everybody here, excuse me, today, especially. And so thank you, Gracie and Taylor and Sally, for having me. I do a lot by hand. And a lot of people that seek me want something original that you can't necessarily do by computer.
So you draw by hand? Is that what you do?
I do everything by hand. And so when someone, in fact, I illustrated a book was published this last year. That was a dream of mine. I'd always wanted to do that, but the publisher didn't want to use someone like me because, they had all kinds of people that do graphic arts, etc. And the author said, let's do it. And so I did it, and it was under such a crunch time. I wish I'd had more time to do it. So there's not a huge need for me, but when it comes to design. However, when there's that niche that somebody can't seem to get online or, on a program, they will call me and say, okay, I ask a lot of questions because my degree was in design. I ask a lot of questions from people. What is your business? How does it work? Who uses this? Where is it going? How far do you want to? In fact, I'm working with someone right now. Actually, Sally, I was talking to Sally about it, trying to get more into, and I'm way into social media. I'm probably on more platforms than I need to be just because I love to interact with people, and living in the country and 40 chickens and 3 dogs just doesn't do it for me anymore. I love my husband, but he works all the time. And so I do work from home. I have some limitations, but I'm learning a lot about technology by being on these different platforms. And so my focus right now is to, I really would like to work with other companies to manage their platform. To go in and find out, okay, what are your expectations? What are you looking for? And so I'm kind of looking at design in a different way, not as manually, but more on an interpersonal level where I can go in and say, what are you trying to achieve? I can help you on social media. I know social media, and I know how to interact with people, or I love to interact with people, actually. So that's the direction that I'm trying to head in. And I occasionally write, blogs for Christian, different Christian blogs. And I love writing my own blog when I have a chance, and it's really just kind of a fun blog about my life, which most people call summarisms.
Oh, that's cool. I like
things that don't happen to most people. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's cool, though. Hey, I wanted to turn you on to something to give you some inspiration. It's called seeyourwords.com. I'm going to type it in. See Your Words. Whoops. Hold on. I want to mess it up. Somebody's thing just popped up. Seeyourwords.com. There is a woman. Let me see what her name is. I just looked it all up. Her name is Janine Byrne, and she does these corporate meetings where they'll be talking about something, and she literally hand draws the meeting on this big piece of paper where she just does everything while they're doing the meeting. And then she goes back in and fills in some of the other details. And it is incredible what she does. And she gets paid like $1,500 to go do this in these meetings. Okay. And she does it for big companies.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And Jen Lehner turned her on to me. And one day when I can afford it, I'm going to have her do this at one of my tech conferences, because I'm going to start putting on technology conferences. So I'm just like, this is a really cool concept, and I really wish you would look at it, because, maybe not necessarily if that's what you want to do for yourself, but it might give you some inspiration for a different idea to be able to use your talents in this online business world, because people like to have, personal connections like that. And when you draw for real on a piece of paper, it's very different than the graphic images that you're getting, And I think there's a lot of value to that.
I think when you draw by hand is the real creative you. It comes from the heart.
Well, and I do, my mother, when I was in 7th grade, made me learn calligraphy. She said, someday you will use this, And now, I'm not going to tell you how many years later, I have used it every year since then. For the past 25 years, I know I use it for all kinds of things, and corporate personal gifts. People who want something with someone's name on it, the script. It's not all that expensive.
Like for special greeting cards, like special to a special person.
Well, last year for a large company. They did, ornaments, and then I put everyone's name. I put each person's, in script, their name on it, and tied it off and packaged it, and then sent it directly to them, each piece. So there's a way that I find hand doing things helps, but you have to be able to put it out there that this is what I do. Although most of my work right now comes from word of mouth, and like Taylor was saying, Facebook. I sell tables that I've done artwork on to people from another state that have come here to pick it up in Virginia. And
right, because you met them on Facebook, right?
Summer, have you done all this all your life? Oh, we lost her.
She popped out. Maybe she'll come back.
Okay.
I don't know for sure if she has or not, but I really appreciate the whole live art thing. I'm an art collector, so I really enjoy art. We live in Nashville in the art district, and it's amazing how moving into this area really brought out my whole new way of living and my new business.
I've seen art in your house. It's very nice.
Thank you. Yeah, usually I'm sitting downstairs and I have, lots of art down there, but I've moved my office up here and I haven't actually fixed my walls yet in here. I've still got my kids' elementary school Hatch show print thing on the wall behind me, and I've got a couple of pictures of clowns that my kids drew over here.
Oh, cute.
And then I've got a guitar, but at least I told my husband, I said, you have to put your orange guitar on the wall over here because of the orange thing. So I wanted to do that.
Very cool.
Summer, I see Summer in the audience, but I don't know if Summer can get back on or not. Oh. Yeah, Jenny's Ice Cream. My Internet Scout. I don't know your real name. How do I find your real name? I know it's up here. Peter is talking about some places in Nashville that he likes, and Jenny's Ice Cream has popped up everywhere all of a sudden. So, and Fido. Yes, Fido is a huge hangout for my family, actually. So,
what is that? What is Fido? A restaurant or?
It's a restaurant. It's like a coffee shop with food as well, and the food is amazing. And they serve the Bongo Java coffee, which is a Nashville business. And Fido is an old pet store, and it still has outside one of these 3D dogs. It kind of looks like a Snoopy dog, like a beagle, and it says Fido something on it. And so they just kept the name and kept the aura of the old pet shop, but it's a restaurant. So
cool.
Yeah, it's really neat. Now, where are you guys from? I don't know if I said that at the beginning. I live in Nashville. And where are you, Gracie?
In Los Angeles, California.
Okay, cool. And Taylor?
I'm in Connecticut.
Where was I recently? Boston. I was in Boston. That's Massachusetts, though. But I've only been to Connecticut once, and that was 20-something years ago. To interview. Oh, here she comes.
So it was like yesterday. So Sally, are you going to go to the, in San Francisco, are you going to go to the Periscope Summit?
My husband and I were talking about doing that, but I just booked a trip to St. Martin.
I think I'd rather go to St. Martin.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't. I'm kind of glad I didn't already buy my ticket, so I don't have the logistics of that to mess with. But I totally forgot that Summit was at the same time, and if I had already put it all on my calendar, I may have not done the trip. But it is a repeat trip from a bunch of girls from a couple of years ago. And it's this amazing, amazing, amazing house and amazing everything. And so I have to go.
I was looking forward to meeting you in San Francisco. Well, next time.
But next time there'll be something else. There'll be something.
Well, I'm so sorry about that, y'all.
Oh, about disappearing on us?
I was like, yeah, I was sorry.
So I
didn't need to.
Summer, have you done, is this your career, the only career you have done all your life?
This is, well, okay. I could start from the very beginning, but let's see. Main careers, interior design. And that's one of the companies that I want to work with right now and help them because I know that business backwards and forwards.
Right.
And actually, Taylor, I may call on you, Taylor. I may need you to help me. I would love to work with you on something. I already have, definitely. I have something in my mind that's just like, and so I get off track. But Gracie, catering, like I said, I think it's all related. Love the glasses, and
they're stylish.
They are, but no, I love design work. But again, it goes back to I think you sort of have to reinvent yourself. Really all the time, because even though I don't have the technology skills that I need, I know the people side of it. I know the design side of it, and personally, I work well with with different people, I mean, I hear things that that stick with me. And every job I've ever had, it's that intuition that you know what they're looking for, that and you get them to. I mean, I don't know. It's
like you can read in between the lines and get to. Oh, cool.
Yeah. And so that's why when somebody says, "Oh, I need something special. I need a special gift for someone," or whatever, that's really more of what I'm doing right now. I have I've had a few disabilities, and so I am reinventing, who I am, and I think that's something that everybody should kind of have in their cap somewhere is, what's next? Where do we go from here?
Right.
And I listened to Sally, and oh my gosh, I mean, like I watched her one day do a Periscope. Can I tell a personal story by time about Sally?
About me?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did I do?
Well, no, this is kind of funny because I was watching, like one day I was in my robe at home as I was letting the chickens out with my plastic boots on. And
how many chickens do you have?
Oh, only right now about 40.
Oh,
But it's a long story. You don't want to hear that. But anyway, we just had 3 roosters. I just got rid of 3. Look, my eyes, I've already got bags from crying. I had to get rid of them. But anyway, okay.
Oh, I know. I read that.
Yeah, not the story I was trying to tell about Sally. But
yeah, I don't have a rooster story.
But, no, but like I said, here's me, right? I'm in my pink robe, and we live out in the middle of nowhere, and I have these long, kind of army green colored plastic boots. I'm walking out to I have my phone in my hand. I'm watching Sally. She's put makeup on, and she's going, okay, I've got this meeting. I got to be here and there. And she's doing this, and she's walking out the door, and she's filling out stuff. And I'm standing there, and I'm looking at the coop going, what has become of me? I mean, as I'm looking at myself, I think she is on the go, whip, whip, whip. She's got places to be, places to go, things to do. Got a webinar this afternoon, meeting with a bunch of, and that, for some reason, it clicked in me that it was like, all right, I got to learn more. I got to get on the computer. But see, we don't have Wi-Fi. No one understands this, that especially you all. We don't have Wi-Fi where I live. So if there's anything that
How do you work?
How do I work?
He draws.
Yeah, but how do you get online?
I'll write you a note.
She goes to IHOP. She orders chicken and waffles.
I'm still eating. And it's 45 minutes away. That's how much I wanted to be with y'all. No, but anyway, on my phone, I can use my phone as my hotspot. But if you really, data, so I have to be really careful about, how much data. I used 20 gigs last month.
Oh, wow.
20?
20.
Okay, so my daughter used 18 one month, and I was just like, what are you doing? Oh, my God. Get off the phone.
It's not that hard. I mean, when you watch Periscope videos, I'm learning everything on Periscope, or you watch a YouTube video, any kind of video. So, I mean, that's, and I'm an admin for Tag Tribes. And so I'm always telling people, if I'm watching you, it's because I want to watch you. I'm learning something from you. My time is valuable, but but I also like to be entertained. I mean, I don't like to just watch somebody say you go A to B to C, but that's something to consider. I mean, not everybody is like me, obviously, but that was an aha moment for me that, okay, I got to get myself in gear. There's a lot more that I can be doing. And that's when I started reaching out to some of these people. And this opportunity came up where it was like, okay, look, we have this huge thing that we need to get going. We know you. The lady's known me for 30 years. She said, I want for you to head this up. How much? I mean, that's literally how it happened. And then Taylor said some things, and I was like, oh, Taylor. And so nothing happens by accident, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Yeah. Agree.
I met you. I've met a lot of things, or I heard a lot of things from Gracie today that I'm going to be checking out. More data, Gracie. Thanks a lot. And,
More data.
Hey,
More data.
maybe
Well,
you can.
I'll tell you a funny story about data. I went to
Okay.
Mexico and I took my cell phone and I thought, I called AT&T first, and I said,
Mexico.
I'm gonna be over there. Help me out with getting the best data.
Yeah.
Anyway, supposedly they did, but when I got home, my bill was $1,000. I fell off the chair. Yeah,
They
I
lied.
went over. I went way over.
Yeah, my sister was just in Mexico last week, and she wouldn't even call me. She texted me, "Is this important?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's important." Or I wouldn't have called you. But anyway, yeah, data is. I mean, that's something that is well underrated. A lot of people don't talk about it, because more people are using their mobile phones now, right?
Yeah.
To see Periscope and whatever, and.
Yeah, they got to fix that. They got to fix that for us, because I can't go and spend some crazy amount of money on phone service when it's literally in the air. I understand about the towers and all that, but they're making their money. It's okay. They're making it. I wanted to go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it's the truth.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to mention to you ladies that I'm going to mail you a gift.
What?
Yes, it's a special gift.
Oh.
And what I always do this. I don't
Personalized gift and with your handwriting.
Well,
I could do that.
Maybe from Summer, but not from me. You don't want my handwriting. I can't write even normal legible words anymore because I've been typing for so long.
Oh, me too. Look at my handwriting. It's all messy. All not like it used to be when I was in elementary.
Hold on.
All right. If there's anybody in the audience.
So, Summer, where are you located?
Virginia.
Okay.
Virginia.
Listen,
I'm going to wrap everything up because I'm hungry and I want some chicken and waffles. So I think that we need to go. And if anybody wants to say anything else, let me know. But otherwise, when we get done, I'm going to ask you all for your address so I can mail your gift.
Okay.
That's very sweet.
What it is. It's going to be in orange paper and it's going to have one of my business cards in it. But it's going to have a gift. Maybe 2 gifts. I can't remember. It depends on where you live. Something.
3.
3?
She wants 3. She wants 3.
I'll send you some eggs.
Oh, good. I love eggs.
Organic eggs. Wow.
Organic eggs. Look, I'm laughing so hard. I'm having a hot flash. Can you see this?
You can only say that to women, that are.
I know. Oh, are there any? There are guys in here.
I know.
It's the best of life.
I'm blowing some air.
All
right, we got to dance on our way out. We have to dance.
Oh gosh, dancing too.
We're gonna dance.
You got music?
Woo!
Wait.
Okay.
It's so awesome. It's so awesome and nice, and I learned so much from you. And I hope to connect with you, Summer.
Please, Gracie. I'm sorry, my mouth is full now.
Yay.
Taylor, I'll send you a private message
I love
in a little bit.
All right, awesome. Thank you,
so much.
everyone. It was
Thank
awesome.
you so much, Sally.
Thank you, lady. See you later.
Yeah.
See you later, okay? Bye.